Shovels, check. Gloves, check. Paint, check. Comcasters, you got it. This isn't your typical spring cleaning. It's a nationwide day of change in the communities where we live, work, and play. In this special edition of Comcast Community Vision, you'll get a glimpse of how your local cable company goes beyond providing the best products and services and rolls up its sleeves once again to show how Comcast cares. It's one of the largest corporate volunteer efforts in the country. We call it Comcast Cares Day, and this year marks the 11th anniversary of this commitment. On this special day, Comcast and for the first time, our NBC Universal employees all over the nation come together in the communities where we live and work to improve the lives of the people we serve. In Broward County, over 500 employees poured into the Henry McNeil Turner Learning Academy in West Park. All this despite the rain and thunderstorms that rolled through South Florida that morning. Now, Dawn Stagliano isn't just our trusty around-town reporter and executive producer. She's also the manager for community investment and government affairs here in Broward County. She spearheaded Comcast Care Day endeavors at the school, and she's co-hosting with me today to fill us in with all the behind-the-scene details of the big day. So it all starts with you choosing a site out of many, I guess, deserving sites in Broward County, right?
Yes, Carla, you know, on Comcast Cares Day, we start planning almost the day after the previous Comcast Cares Day.
I bet.
We start looking for a site that fits in with our corporate community focus of digital literacy, volunteerism, youth leadership development. And this year, it just made sense to partner with a school.
Okay.
So we started looking around in areas that had a need. And one of the schools presented to me was the Henry McNeil Turner Learning Academy, which is a K-5 charter school out in West Park.
Okay.
So I went and did a tour, a site visit, and the minute I pulled up, it looked like it had a lot of potential.
So it really moved you. It was kind of love at first sight, sort of?
It absolutely was love at first sight. Got out of the car, started to walk around, talked to the principal a little bit, and we got to the play area.
Oh.
The minute I saw the play area, I was sold, pretty much sold. It was chained off, and I inquired of the principal, why is this area chained off?
Yeah, it's a playground. Why? Right. Mm-hmm.
It looked very desolate, though, so had a little bit of an idea, and she told me it had been condemned.
Oh,
the
no.
kids were not able to go out there, hadn't been able to go out there and play for years. It was just in that bad a shape.
So you don't look for the easy sites. You look for the ones that really could use kind of, you know, an immediate impact then.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't look for the easy. We don't want to do easy. We want to make a huge difference, and I knew we could make a huge difference there.
How many students attend this school that could benefit from the Cares Day project?
Up to 108, and they actually have 40 on a waiting list right now.
Okay.
It's a great school.
Mm-hmm. So the playground is condemned and it's kind of barren. What did you think was the other needs of what steered the project development? Well,
they definitely needed a digital computer lab. They didn't have service to their computers, so we needed to help them out there. Their area was just very bare.
Okay.
There was no landscaping because the kids had to play in the area where you normally would have a butterfly garden or landscaping. So they really, it was just desolate. So we could pretty much, it was a blank canvas, do anything that we could.
All right, so let's learn a little bit more about the Turner Learning Academy and how Comcasters were able to take this huge commitment and make an improvement within just a few hours.
I'm at Turner Learning Academy today, and it's Comcast Cares Day.
So basically back here, what we do is we're transforming the outside classroom.
We're working on a butterfly garden, as you can see over here, so we're sort of digging up the grounds here and replanting it, mulching the ground a little bit, and then we're going to put some butterfly-friendly plants in here to attract cute little butterflies for the children.
We were actually in the kids' room. We were making sandwiches so that they could take those to the Broward homeless shelter. So we made over 200 sandwiches today.
I think what makes this space special is that this school is more of a family-oriented charter school. We treat our students as if they're part of our family, and we also treat our parents as they're part of our family.
Being in public safety, it's important for us to be involved on a community level, not just when the community is having a crisis. So we like to help nurture education, awareness, and other important projects like this.
building the picnic benches, and I guess we're fabricating 6 additional tables for the kids to be able to sit on.
It's 4 beds. We have eggplants, watermelons, strawberry. We had to remove the old grass, move it around. We had to build the little boxes around it, which was fun. Then, sort out the plants and get the garden soil. I think there's gonna teach them about, sustainable plants and how to grow. Not just like, oh, okay, I go to the supermarket and there's the strawberries. You're gonna teach them where the fruit and vegetable come from.
The environment is important to their success because learning doesn't only occur in the classroom. Learning should be an extension, and the extension normally happens outside of the classroom. So in an environment where they can have a vegetable garden, where they can have a play area, where they can come out and experience nature, I think that is an absolutely important part. That's a plus to their academics.
The day of change for the Turner Learning Academy doesn't end here. Coming up, we're going to hear from the helpers who led the volunteer projects.
I've been at all 11 Comcast Cares Day events, but this is my first one in Florida.
This is Comcast Cares Day number 5 or 6, something like that.
Comcast Cares Day would never be possible without the help of some really good community partners, such as Hands on Broward. Dawn, how vital is the role that an organization like that plays?
Extremely important, Carla. You think about 500 volunteers all arriving to a project site at once, all wanting to dig in, roll up their sleeves, get to work. One person, 10 people can't do that. You need an organization that has it together.
So they kind of wrangle everybody because there is a registration process and royalties, and then you got to get the kids situated. So they kind of sort of coordinate for us?
They do. They help organize and coordinate each of the projects. We had about 10 different things going on that same day, from landscaping to painting to the kids' room to the digital lab. So they had somebody organizing each of those separate projects so that everybody could get to work at the same time and we can finish at the same time.
And they bring a real good level of expertise too. So whether it's that you're building a bench or you're digging and potting plants, they kind of walk you through the do's and don'ts. They sort of know a little bit about everything.
You're absolutely right about that. Certainly not my area of expertise. Wouldn't know a butterfly plant from an herb garden, so we definitely need their help.
That's terrific. Well, let's hear from some of the helpers of Hands on Broward and get their take on Comcast Cares Day.
It's important for me to volunteer because I get to have the experience of not only feeling good for myself, but I get to help others and make their lives better.
At the core of Hands on Broward is action. Their goal is to inspire, equip, and mobilize people to help others in need, which makes them the perfect fit for Comcast Cares Day.
We actually manage the day. We find your site, we do all the pre-assignment, we do all the registration, we get all the supplies, and we do all the logistics so that when everybody shows up on the day of, they have a place to go, they have a deployment, they have a meaningful day, and everybody has a good time. Kids Care Club is a club that we manage for kids. It's ages 5 through 13. We hold it once a month on Saturdays at our office, and they do inside community service projects.
We made turkey sandwiches and then the ham and cheese sandwiches that we're going to be donating to Broward Outreach Center in Pompano. Along with, we had a station that was dolls where they were able to create little clothing for the felt, out of felt, for the children at this preschool, so they'll be able to donate that.
Formerly known as Volunteer Broward, the organization has been a Cares Day partner for the past 4 years.
These done-in-a-day projects, when you can get this many people out to an at-need site for one day, it makes a world of difference. It's a very holistic approach.
I think Comcast and their employees being involved shows that they really care about not only their 9-to-5 job, but their way to give back to the community and show that they like to help out.
There's more to come. We're going to hear from the stars of Comcast Cares Day, the Comcast employees and their families. Up next.
I bring my family every year. My husband, my daughter's here with us, but I always bring my kids and, you know, any friends and family members that I may have, I always bring them because this is just such a great, you know, a great way of giving back to our communities.
I think it's, I hope to show Kevin that, you know, if you can give back a little bit, that comes back to you tenfold in terms of, you know, today we're going to work on a playground that is supposedly currently shut down. When it's done, the kids are going to be able to play on it and have that kind of impact to bring joy to the youth of the community is important. And I'm sure he actually said, I hope that Comcast Cares Day will come to his school and help out. So he's making the connection that's important.
Welcome back. You know, it's very touching to see how many Comcast employees come out to support their community for Comcast Cares Day. These employees arrive very early in the morning, and right beside them are their family members, oftentimes including even the little ones. You really do make this a family affair, don't you?
We do, absolutely. We encourage our employees and volunteers to bring their entire family out, and we put the little ones to work too.
Some of the things that the kids did this year are pretty interesting.
Absolutely. This year they made sandwiches to donate to a homeless shelter. They made little dolls for preschool. They are all about giving back too.
Now, we even had some kids in the trenches with us, doing everything from raking to planting to one little kid even trying to carry bricks sometimes. So it's kind of an employee initiative, Comcast Cares Day, right?
Absolutely. We encourage our employees to bring their whole family out. It is a day of volunteerism, giving back to the community where we live and work.
And we're a 24/7 business, but still for a lot of the employees that are there, they're not at work. It means that it's their day off.
Absolutely. Our employees and their families have such a giving spirit. They truly do want to give back to the community, and they're not afraid to do it on their day off.
And now across Broward County, partners have worked on a lot of other corporate initiatives, but you've gotten quite a bit of accolades for the employees in Broward, haven't you?
We have. I hear time after time again that Comcast employees are the hardest working volunteers at any project in Broward County. Makes me feel so proud.
It makes me feel proud too. Well, let's hear from some of these community changers, the stars of our very special day, the Comcast employees.
This is my first Comcast Cares Day. It's great. I mean, the energy is through the roof, through the ceiling here in South Florida. Everyone's getting together. Okay, you see these gloves? I didn't have these gloves a few minutes ago, so my hands are dirty. And I don't care. I don't care because I'm making a difference.
I wanted to come out because I knew it was for school. The reason why we came back out, or I came out, is because, you know, the kids needing different things and just understanding that Comcast does have an impact on the community so that we can help the community.
We're all very happy to be here. We're all very happy that we're giving back to our communities. I mean, it's great that Comcast has invited all of us to participate in Comcast Cares Day. Employees from NBC, from Comcast, from Telemundo, we're all here beautifying this incredible school.
It's just a way for us to give back, not only for me to serve the community, but for us to all come together as a team as well.
So I think it's important for us to give back to our communities, and on an annual basis, Comcast gets together all their employees in one big day of caring for the community. And here, I think it's really going to make a big difference. As you can see around you, everybody's working hard to make this place much more beautiful, much more friendly for the children.
I know how I feel when things look bright, vibrant, you know, well put together. I think it's going to bring some energy to the school, you know. I think people will be proud of the school. And I'm sure they'll take care of it and they'll keep it looking great, you know, especially once it starts growing.
A lot of our customers don't even understand, you know, what we put into each of our communities to ensure that, you know, we're there making a presence, and that it's not just all about entertainment. You know, we want to make sure that we're out here and they understand that Comcast does really care about our customers, our communities, you know, friends and family, everyone.
We're working hard, but we love the fact that when the kids come back to school, they're going to come back to a brand new school. It's going to give them an amazing environment to continue learning, and they're the future generation of our country. So if we can make a small difference by painting a bench or planting a palm tree, then we'll do it.
It's awesome to volunteer for such a great effort that they do in the community and reaching out to local businesses. I've had customers who have been affected by the past Comcast Cares Day, so it was really awesome for me to take part of it this year.
Seeing all of our Comcast employees coming out and volunteering says a lot about the corporation and how involved in the community we actually are.
John Lennon advised a generation that pretty much the world's problems could be solved if we start with the simple basic truth that all you need is love. Well, there's no doubt that our neighbors and fellow community members are in the hearts of Comcast and our employees across all lines of business, from NBC and Universal and our many cable networks.
And thanks to all our friends and family members who joined us in the trenches this Comcast Cares Day. It's made a forever change in the lives of those living in West Park.
And at the various sites across the nation. Until next time, I'm Carla Nelson-Thatcher.
And I'm Dawn Stagliano.
And we're going to leave you with a look at what Comcasters from Fort Pierce to Miami-Dade County were doing to bring about positive change in our Florida community. Take care.
Today, school kids rely on the internet for so many things, such as homework and research, but what about the kids who don't have internet at home? I'm Cindy Arenberg-Seltzer, President and CEO of the Children's Services Council of Broward County. The internet has become essential, yet nearly half of low-income families don't have access at home, including many right here in Broward County. That's right, half. So help bridge this gap by supporting local broadband adoption programs. Let's get more students and families connected to the power of the internet.
Want more community vision? You can follow us on the web. Find us on Facebook or Twitter to keep up on all the latest who, what, and where of our community. From there, you can also hook up with Comcast Newsmakers to stay on top of the topics that have a direct impact on South Florida. Join us online today and discover what we're doing in your community and catch highlights of what's coming to Get Local on Demand from Comcast. It's all online and it's all free. So don't wait. Log on and get local today.
Discover the soul.
Descubre el alma.
Feel the passion.
Siente la pasión.
Our sound.
Nuestro ritmo.
Our traditions.
Nuestras tradiciones.
Our roots.
Nuestras raíces.
Exclusively on Xfinity On Demand under Get Local.